The Osterreichring is one of Europe's fastest and most scenic racetracks. It measures 5.492 kilometres with only one single lane slow speed chicane.
Very hard on tires, and we had some brake problems today, but I don't think this is going to be a problem. I hope. I think the hardest thing is for the tires.
I think one of the hardest circuit of the whole championship. It's much harder than Misano, and we had troubles in Misano, so let's see.
I'm very surprised about the Sierras. They were so very quick, but I think they must have found a lot of power somewhere, because they're very quick on the straights.
Obviously the Volvo is a bit like a brick down the straight, and I reckon we've got sort of 10-15 miles an hour on it.
So coming in for round 7 of the European Touring Car Championship for the Osterreichring, and it's Tom Walkingshaw and Ulf Gramberg who split the front row, and pulling out of the draft is Johnny Cicotto in the second of the Volvos. To the first chicane, Gramberg is the race leader. Number 9, Jeff Allen coming up smartly through the field into the top 5. Siggy Muller right behind him in the Turbo Sierra. 44 cars starting in this 7th round. To the left-hander, one of the BMWs, Dieter Questa's car, well positioned at this stage of the race as Tom Walkingshaw takes over in the Bastos Rover car number 8. Gramberg still holds second. Armin Hanna is third as they work their way through the chicane, and Jeff Soper now up into the top 7. Coming along the back straight. And here is Jeff Allen in car number 9, touching one of the Volvos. It gets out of shape. And there goes one of the BMWs sliding off the racetrack into no man's land. A touch of wheels, and he has about 50 cars to come back from behind. Rovers 1-2 at this stage. Tom Walkingshaw, the pace setter. In fact, make that Rovers 1-2-3 as Allen moves up on the freight train. Then the 2 Volvos, then Siggy Muller and Jeff Soper in the second of the Ford Sierras. The Ford showing great improvement over the past 2 championship rounds. And coming through the field, Aussie Ron Dixon in car number 17, running inside the top 8. Rovers with a very strong prominence in this field. They work their back part of the course, but one of the Volvos, Gramberg's car, has now split the pair of the Rovers. Armin Hanna now up into third, but the Volvos are on the charge as they sweep over the right-hander and back down into the valley. Over the top of the hill and going through to take over the lead is in fact Gramberg. A beautiful run there from Gramberg. And here's Soper coming up smartly, and the second, of course, of the Volvos going through there. Now they've been able to run away and hide from the Rovers at this stage, so horsepower certainly coming into play. 3/4 race distance completed, and Johnny Cicotto and Anders Olofsson lead this race. Lindstrom and Gramberg in the second Volvo running in second spot, and Muller and De Doyne in the Ford Sierra Turbo running in third. They've been able to outdistance themselves from the Rovers at this stage, and Volvo's opening the gap all the time. Cicotto and Anders Olofsson, a very, very capable co-driver. The first of the pit stops to give Denny Holm an opportunity to run the race. Jeff Allen steps out of the number 9 car, and the former Kiwi world champion goes out. Meanwhile, Ronnie Dixon in car number 17, the second of the South Pacific Rovers, goes by the pit area, and across the strike, it's Cicotto and Olofsson, first to take the flag. Lindstrom and Gramberg, the second one across, and Muller and De Doyne in the Sierra. Time to check the scoreboard. This is how they finished. Volvo 1 with Cicotto and Olofsson, Volvo 2 with Lindstrom and Gramberg, and Muller and De Doyne, third for the Ford Sierra.